Okay. So to figure out whether we should shut down or not, we need to know the average variable cost. We said if total revenue is greater than variable cost, then we should continue to operate. So money brought in is the total revenue, is greater than the operating cost. Money brought in is greater than the operating cost, then continue to operate. We said if total revenue is less than variable cost, meaning money brought in is less than the operating cost, then we should shut down. At the profit maximizing quantity, where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, marginal revenue is always greater than or equal to variable cost incurred. So in the example that we were doing, where price was $30, so this is something that's already in your notes. Average total cost is 35, quantity is 3,000, and we calculated profit by using the 3,000 times 30 minus 35, negative 15,000 was your profit. Notice here that your average total cost is higher than your total revenue. Higher than your price. And we have negative profits. Now to know, so now we know that it has negative profits. How do we know if we should shut down or not? Well, we need that variable cost to decide that. Now this is something you'll need to draw. This is your marginal revenue curve, your marginal cost curve. Your equilibrium price is $80, where marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal. That's your equilibrium point, and your equilibrium price is 80. Your equilibrium quantity is 1,000. Your first curve is your average total cost curve. the minimum point of the average total cost curve is $68. The minimum point of average variable cost, the minimum point of average variable cost curve is $40. So now I'm going to ask you questions regarding this graph. Question number 1, what is the profit maximizing quantity? What do you guys think? Where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, these two curves are intersecting. Where marginal revenue curve is intersecting with marginal cost curve is what the profit maximizing quantity is. So it is 1,000, where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, meaning where these two curves are intersecting. So 1,000 is the quantity. What do their profits equal? Now, when you're given a graph like this, you know that you have to use the rectangular formula to find out the profit, right? So it's not just going to be total revenue minus total cost. It's going to be the other formula. So profits equal quantity times price minus average total cost. So quantity is the profit maximizing quantity, 1,000. Price at that quantity is $80. The average total cost at that quantity, if you go directly below the profit maximizing point, if you go directly below to average total cost, the price at that level is 70. 80 minus 70 is 10. 10 times 1,000 is 100,000. That is your profit. Number 3 is, at what price do profits equal 0? At what price do profits equal 0? Well, at the minimum of average total cost. At the minimum of average total cost, at the minimum of average total cost, profits are 0. At every price above that minimum, profits are positive. At every price above that minimum, profits are positive. At every price below that minimum, minimum, I just wrote MIN, profits are negative. Can you all see and read this?
In the graph, it's gonna be 5,000, 8,000, and 1,000 up there, or is 500?
So minimum of
For
average
quantity.
total cost is this point. So this is where profits are 0, which is at price 68.
At quantity,
And quantity 8,000, yes. At the minimum of average total cost is where average total cost intersects with marginal cost. So I'm gonna continue here. I'm gonna continue here. At the minimum of average total cost, marginal cost intersects. So minimum of average total cost at that price, at that minimum of average total cost, marginal costs are equal, and that price is your zero profit.
What is the what about the price?
Intersects. So it's crossing. At the minimum of average total cost, marginal cost is crossing. And the price at the minimum of average total cost, which in this case is $68, is the zero profit price. So in this case, so to answer question number 3, at price $68, profits are 0. Price 68, profits are 0. So in this previous example that we did in last class, average total cost was greater than the price and we had negative profits, right? So the next question is, if price falls below $68, they have negative profits. Should the firm shut down? in this question, we're not given the actual variable cost and total revenue, so the answer is depends on variable cost. So just having negative profits doesn't mean that firms should shut down. You have to know the variable cost. If total revenue is greater than variable cost, then you should continue to operate. If total revenue is less than variable cost, then you should shut down. So just having negative profits is not enough to shut down a firm. Okay? So I'm going to erase this and do another problem. So you can write here, just having negative profits is not enough to shut down. You have to know the variable cost. Okay, we don't have that much time to do the second problem, so we'll start from here on Wednesday. Oh, your assignment are due on Wednesday. Sorry.
When she's asking me, we're gonna do it with the 5 months start or 6 months?
Actually, your assignments are due on Friday because we didn't really talk about shutdown today. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, when she's asking like, what are we doing, like, what are we doing in the first week, or what do we take this because we're being
If price increased from 60 to 100, what would the profit? If price increased to 60 to 100, just so 60 is your marginal revenue, right?
Yeah.
Just change marginal revenue to 100, and then compare
Yeah,
profit